Just days after the Supreme Court strongly criticized the centre's confused vaccine policy, where the centre, the states, and private players are all bidding for a limited supply of vaccines, arbitrary and irrational, the Prime Minister went on national television to announce a U-turn, reversing the centre's chaotic vaccine policy and going back to the earlier policy, where the centre will procure vaccines for itself and for the states, and private sector will procure the remaining 25%. So 75% centre and states and 25% to the private sector. Now, ordinarily, any government reversing or course correcting a policy that was going off the rails is to be welcomed, and many people indeed have welcomed the Prime Minister's U-turn. But he didn't just stop it simply announcing a reversal. And this is why the reality check, because in his speech, he actually targeted the states, holding them to blame for forcing the centre's hand. Otherwise, he said, everything was going hunky-dory. Let's listen.
16 जनवरी से शुरू होकर अप्रैल महीने के अंत तक भारत का वैक्सीनेशन कार्यक्रम मुख्यतः केंद्र सरकार की देखरेख में ही चला। सभी को मुफ्त वैक्सीन लगाने के मार्ग पर देश आगे बढ़ रहा था। देश के नागरिक भी अनुशासन का पालन करते हुए अपनी बारी आने पर वैक्सीन लगवा रहे थे। इस बीच कई राज्य सरकारों ने फिर कहा कि वैक्सीन का काम डिसेंट्रलाइज किया जाए और राज्यों पर छोड़ दिया जाए। तरह तरह के स्वर उठे, जैसे कि वैक्सीनेशन के लिए एज ग्रुप क्यों बनाए गए। दूसरी तरफ किसी ने कहा कि उम्र की सीमा आखिर केंद्र सरकार ही क्यों तय करे। कुछ आवाजें तो ऐसी भी उठी कि बुजुर्गों का वैक्सीनेशन पहले क्यों हो रहा है। भांति भांति के दबाव भी बनाए गए। देश के मीडिया के एक वर्ग ने इसे कैंपेन के रूप में भी चलाया। साथियों, काफी चिंतन मनन के बाद इस बात पर सहमति बनी कि राज्य सरकारें अपनी तरफ से भी प्रयास करना चाहती हैं, तो भारत सरकार को क्यों इतराज हो। 16 जनवरी से जो व्यवस्था चली आ रही थी, उसमें प्रयोग के तौर पर एक बदलाव किया गया।
So everything was fine until the states and even some sections of the media stepped in and prompted the government to change its policy, claims the Prime Minister. Now, this is an extraordinary claim on several levels. And this is we begin our fact check with the first claim that the Prime Minister saying that the states, in a sense, forced the change in the vaccine policy because of their demands. Now, this actually goes contrary to the centre's own reasoning over its new vaccine policy. In fact, in the government's April 19th press release announcing the liberalized vaccine policy, there is no mention of demand by states. In this press release, the government takes credit for liberalizing the policy. In the press release, it says the new policy would augment vaccine production, incentivize vaccine manufacturers, make pricing and procurement of vaccines open and flexible. Not just that, in its affidavit before the Supreme Court, just filed last week, the government makes no reference to states demanding the direct procurement of vaccines. In fact, the centre tells the Supreme Court that all the states wanted was the simultaneous vaccination of the 18 to 44 age group, which is very different from saying that they wanted to buy vaccines directly from the private vaccine manufacturers. Let's look at the second claim that we are fact checking. That the Prime Minister claims that they were taking back control of the vaccines, the centre is taking back control of the vaccines simply because the states couldn't procure vaccines in time. What's the reality? Was it in fact states not being able to procure vaccines, or was it strong criticism from the Supreme Court which forced the reversal? This is what the Supreme Court, in a bench headed by Justice Chandrachud, said to the centre just a few days ago. It said you must revisit and review your vaccination policy. The policy is arbitrary and irrational. The court sought data and logic behind the government's frankly chaotic vaccine policy. So it was in fact pushback from the court and from multiple state governments that forced this U-turn. Let's look at another claim by the Prime Minister, where he says that if we did not have a made in India vaccine, can you imagine what would have happened to the country? The reality is this: India was amongst the last in the world to place vaccine orders. India only placed orders in January of this year for made in India vaccines. India only initially ordered 1.65 crore doses, a fraction of our projected needs of over 200 crore doses, and it was amongst the last in the world to place vaccine orders. Just look at all the different countries that had placed orders beforehand. Millions of doses of orders from May 2020 onwards. The US, 300 million AstraZeneca doses. The UK, 90 million AstraZeneca doses. This is all in May of last year, by the way. European Union, in August of last year, millions of AstraZeneca doses. Brazil also, August of last year. Australia, September of last year. Japan, July of last year. India, only in January of 2021, comes in with a small order of 1.65 crore vaccine doses. Let's look at another claim by the Prime Minister, where he says that he will distribute vaccines free of cost to the 18 to 44 age group. The reality is that most countries around the world are actually donating or vaccinating their populations entirely for free. So there's nothing new about this. This is something that is happening as par for the course.